This project is indicative of some of the things that he would talk about. And so we look at this as a labor of love as we're really about to embark upon what we consider a new chapter in Clayton County as we talk about build out of the District 4 groundbreaking for the 4th District Recreation Center. So let's give a big round of applause just for the project. Others will come up and talk about the labor of love, but there has been a lot of individuals that have put a lot of sweat equity into this project. Commissioner Edmondson, who has played a major role in helping with cultivating the vision. And this will serve as an iteration for several elements within the project. The District 4 Recreation Center, as we talk about a new master plan for the International Park under the direction of our Director of Parks and Recreation, Troy Hodges. But I was tasked with giving a welcome, so let me get back to the primary role. Again, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners and the wonderful men and women of Clayton County that work for Clayton County government, we'd like to welcome you out to the District 4 groundbreaking this morning. So just make sure we stay on task because we want to ensure that we get all the great elements as you get to look at the actual build out of the facility. I have the amiable task of introducing our individual that was singing the national anthem. This young man comes to the table with a lot of accolades, and so I kind of read his short bio. Mr. Peyton Jackson is an Atlanta, Georgia native. He's a fun-loving kid who enjoys being creative and performing for all audiences all over. He's a singer, actor, musician who in his spare time creates videos and writes scripts. Singing and performing since the age of 2 years old, Peyton just tells people that his middle name is Entertainment. As a Georgia Cyber Academy and Jackson Elementary School of the Arts student, Peyton has performed in several of his school and county productions to include The Lion King, Seussical, and The Wiz. Overall, most people know of Peyton Jackson in his performance as the young Michael Jackson in Step Stewart's A Soulful Christmas, as well as performing alongside gospel artists such as Latrice Pace and Doreen Hobbs. Most notably, he is recognized internationally for his 2 first-place wins at Amateur Night at the Apollo. Let's give him a big round of applause for that. Peyton Jackson is poised to become one of the world's brightest stars. So let's give Peyton a big round of applause as he will bring us forth the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I was going to help Peyton out, but he didn't. Now I'd like to bring to the microphone to bring forth the history of the Recreation Center and the SPOS funding. Let's please give a big round of applause to Commissioner and the Vice Chair of our board, Commissioner Michael Edmondson.
Good morning. Good morning. We could postpone this a couple hours and just suck up the nice weather. It's nice out here. Thank you for everybody, for taking the time out of your morning to come out and help us with this groundbreaking ceremony. Just want to share a few sentiments and a few thoughts on the history of this. This rec center has had so much input and so much blood and sweat from so many people. My role is really just to then stand up on the hill with my fist raised and throw temper tantrums until I try to get my way. That's been about the extent of it. There's been so much poured into it that I forget who it was. Maybe it was Dietrich, maybe it was Alex. Somebody put their foot down and said, "Stop, that's enough, we've got to move dirt." So here we are. A friend of mine recently gave me a copy of, I know you can't see it from back there, of what was the 2003 Parks and Recreation 10-year master plan. And on this it talks about new pavilions and new playgrounds and new track and field, and it called for 6 new recreation centers. The 2004 SPLOST was the funding mechanism to provide these rec centers, and if you know anything about sales tax collections, you have to collect them before you can spend them. So 2005, 2006, the Huey family donated some land, and we now have the Jim Huey, Steve Lundquist Aquatic Center. That was in 2005, 2006. The next 2 of the 6 rec centers were the Virginia Gray Center and what's known as the Carl Rodenizer Center. Those were built in 2006, 2007 time frame. I took office beginning of 2007, and about that time, the county had collected enough money and was building what is now known as the South Clayton Rec Center, going down towards Lovejoy. 2009, we hit a recession. Now, during the law says, state law says that SPLOST, sales tax, can be used for capital projects such as buildings, but it can't be used for operating. So when you look at what it costs to operate a recreation center, it costs about $1 million a year from utility bills to payroll. And during that horrible recession that we all survived, when we were talking about furloughing employees and different types of difficult questions and answers, the last thing we wanted to do was throw in another $1 million of operational costs. So we postponed the next 2 rec centers until the economy improved. And as economy and the tax digest and tax revenue slowly improved over the last few years, we got back to thinking about where we would do it. That 2003 plan did not provide for specific locations. There's some dots on the map, but it didn't say this is where this rec center goes or that's where that rec center goes. So to be equitable to everybody, we wanted to make them spread out as much as possible in equal distances from each other. Way back in the day, Mr. Jeff Matarko and Mr. Dietrich Stanford and I got in a truck and literally drove around looking for potential locations. Y'all remember that? Seems like a long time ago, and at one point I sat down in the tax commissioner's office and we looked at tax sale properties, potential locations, and we started putting things together. It made all the sense in the world to have it here at the International Park. And then the synergies of the trail systems and things came into play, and it turned into an overall master plan for the International Park that combines trails, the new rec center, proposed new amphitheater, and all types of connectivity to bring all of the communities and schools and neighborhoods together. So I want to say thank you guys for this. It's been a long journey. I'm looking forward to the actual dirt moving and the construction. I'm going to turn it over now to Alex to talk a little bit, Mr. Cohilas, to talk a little bit about the building itself, and after that we'll have Mr. McBrayer of the Pathway Foundation.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm very excited about this project. It's been a long time coming. I want to say that it's actually the combination of 2 projects. It is the District 4 Rec Center, and it is our Parks and Recreation Administration building. It made common sense to combine both buildings in one. We have one roof covering both projects, and it would help our staff better oversee all the work that goes on here daily. The building, as you can see, is quite different than anything we've ever built before. It is going to have a lot of heavy timber. It's something designed, something that you would see more out in the Northwest. It is driven by nature. It's going to be 32,000 square feet. It's going to focus on it's going to show a lot of wood and stone features. 32,000 square feet. It is built, it shows a lot of glass. We're inviting nature in, and we want people to not be cloistered inside a building and not be able to see out. We're in a park setting, and this is a remarkable pivot from what we have, how we have built buildings in the past. The building is designed specifically around multiple functions and going into recreational areas that we have never been able to provide for our citizens before. Inside, you're going to have a playground area for parents when they come to the park, when they come to the rec center, they'll feel comfortable bringing their kids to come inside and play while they work out. There's going to be a mountain climbing wall for those that want to get into that type of sport. There's going to be there's going to be traditional resistance training, cardio training, but there's also going to be CrossFit training for those that don't necessarily want to get into heavy weightlifting but want to focus on yoga, plyometrics, body weight, functional core strength. All the interior space has a multiplicity of functions so that we'll be able to transform the space according to programming, whether it is for art classes, whether it is for dance classes. It'll all be able to be scheduled so that every square foot of the building will be able to be used properly and with no wasted time or no wasted space during every hour that the building is open. As we face here, this represents, the angle that I'm facing now represents where the front door is, and it will face toward the water. You're going to see a dramatic, this building here will anchor a dramatic rebuilding of this entire south end of International Park. Phase 3 to my left, phase 3, the trail section, is just now popping out of the woods right there. The dirt that you see tilled that has come out, that's where the bulldozers are already breaking through and connecting the trail that has already circumnavigates the park on the east side of the park. The trail system that comes out of the subdivisions to the east of us and connect there, it will come down there and it's popping out right through there, and will come down along Crane Road and cross Crane Road. It will now connect from that section where the crossing is, and phase 4 will come and connect into the back of the rec center. We will have bike rental. It will become, this rec center will become a hub for those that want to use the trail. If you want to come to the trail and the rec center is closed, there'll be bathroom facilities where you can be able to park your bike, use the bathroom facilities, go and continue on along the trail. The trail section will continue along behind me and go down Walt Stevens, cross over the entrance to Walt Stevens, and connect all the way back. This is a dramatically new concept. When this park was taken over by the county, this park was originally developed by a private developer. It was done in a hodgepodge fashion, no master plan, no concept, and frankly it was in many ways an eyesore and a sound sore. And these berms were built to keep the sound in and to kind of hide it from the public. We're going in a different direction. We want to open it up and invite the public in. We're making this a park, inviting people to come in and use it all the time. The building's also going to have a swimming pool in it with zero entry pool. For those who have disabilities and want to get in the pool and use it, they'll be able to get in and use it. They're going to be able to use this building indoor and outdoor, not only as a place for recreation, but a gathering place. There's going to be a fireplace in there, free Wi-Fi. There's going to be a cafe area where you can come and gather and enjoy the company of your fellow citizens. So we're very, very excited about the project. We think it is remarkable. There's nothing like it on the entire south side of Atlanta. before I go, and that's a general overview, but I would be remiss if I didn't introduce a couple people that contributed mightily to the design of this. First of all, I want to thank the Parks and Recreation folks, both Choice Hodges and Troy Stubbs, and their staff. They contributed a lot of thought and brain power and feedback from the public of what the citizens that use our other parks and what they were saying they wished we had. So I want to thank them publicly. I want to thank Wiley Wilson. Alfonso Inchausti is here from Wiley Wilson, the architectural group. If you would stand, Alfonso. Also want to thank Greg Dixon and Vicki Moreland of Moreland Altabelli, our SPLOSH program managers. Greg, where are you? Greg was very helpful in helping me work patiently with Commissioner Edmondson until I finally had to tell him it's time to put the paintbrush down and for us to break ground. This is not a ceremonial groundbreaking. Dozers will be moving next week. Okay, what we have done to expedite projects and to save money, we are doing early site packages where we can move dirt, start grading, and the architects, while the architects finish the final construction documents and while we go out to bid. And I want to tell you why that's important. But if we rated and we bid the whole project together, is all a contractor is going to do is add 17% to whatever the grading subcontractor bids. By us going and doing it ourselves, subbing it ourselves, or contracting ourselves, or doing the grading ourselves, we save not only on the money for the cost of doing it, but we save the markup from the contractor, and we speed up the process. So while we're going to bid on the construction part of it, we can already have this pad ready to go, and it'll save us about 2 months' time. So groundbreaking will take place starting next week. So this is not ceremonial in any way, shape, or form. And we're very pleased to get this going. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you, Alex. As Alex talked about moving dirt, we also want to thank our Transportation and Development Department under the leadership of Jeff Matarco. So let's give them a big round of applause. He's been instrumental in our whole development of our path work as we have themed and brand Clayton Connects. Let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Ed McBrayer.
Happy Thursday. So every day, when you get as old as I am, every day that you can assume the vertical position is a happy day. First of all, I'd like to start out by thanking my superintendent, Jonathan McKay. He's the guy that's been down here making sure that everything got done on the trail system. We're your nonprofit partner in getting the trail system built. I want to thank the commissioners for having the foresight to include trails in this project, particularly Commissioner Edmondson, who we work with a lot. Alex Carillas has been instrumental in helping us get this thing planned and keeping it moving. Troy Hodges has been great to work with Jonathan. Dietrich Stanford, and we got him Nathan Parrott, which maybe y'all remember, of the two gentlemen that got us down here in the first place. They came up to Atlanta and decided that what we were doing up there would apply to Clayton County, so I'd like to thank them for having us down here. We're your nonprofit partner, so we get to pick and choose where we go to help people build trails. And the only reason we're here is because I got the idea from Commissioner Edmondson and from Dietrich that y'all really wanted to build something. I'm getting too damn old just to plan stuff. So we wanted to come somewhere where we could build something and make a difference. And I think we've proven over the last couple of years with the work that we've done here in the park, partnering with Clayton County, that y'all get to and continue to want to do something. So we're here to help as your nonprofit partner, and we look forward to many more trails and many more years of working So thank you very much.
Well, the good thing is there's no more signs to fall, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, we'd like to bring forth to the microphone Ms. Susan Butler. Susan serves as the president of the Lake Spivey Community, Inc., and has played an instrumental role in a lot of the collaborative discussions we've had throughout this project. So let's give a big round of applause to Susan.
Thank you. This is where I get to switch hats from being Vice Chairman Edmondson's constituent aide to being the president of Lake Spivey Community. I'm so excited to see so many of you here today, and I know you guys like me are so excited for the things that are going to happen here, for the growth, for the visions, and for the forward thinking. And I am more excited than ever about being a member of the Lake Spivey community. And I'm thankful that we have a Parks and Recs department and a commissioner and administration in our county that reaches out to the community and puts us together with other neighbors and lets us have input and provide ideas on what we would like as a community. What are the things, what are the amenities we want? And you don't often get that, but thankfully we do here. And thank y'all again for being here, and I hope you, like me, are looking very forward to this project.
Thank you, Susan. As Commissioner Edmondson comes back up to summarize some of the aforementioned points, we'll take this as an opportunity to represent or actually acknowledge elected officials who are here. First of all, Chairman Turner. Let's give the chairman a big round of applause. Commissioner Dan Hendrick is here. I think that's all of our board of commissioners. We also have Representative Mike Glanton. Thank you, Representative. I also see School Board Member Jesse Goree.
City of Morrow.
City of Morrow. Mayor Vitar. How you doing, Mayor? We also have Mayor Joy Day. I saw Mayor Day here. And Councilmember Dixon. First City Manager Ricky Clark is here as well. And also want to recognize my cohort, the CFO, Ms. Ramona Bibbins. And we do this all the time. You always miss someone. You just feel you kind of grin at the end. All the department heads. We have Ben Hopkins, the building and maintenance. We have Fire Chief. We have Chief Wilkinson. We have the DC. Danicus from PD. We have Jeff Matarco. We have, I see, HR Director. Rodney. Did I see Rodney Dan?
Yes,
Rodney.
he's here.
What did I miss? Help me out.
Somebody shouldn't have started.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike Thomas, Water Authority is here.
And Rodney, he's a board member.
And most importantly, our citizens. You give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you. Here you go, Commissioner.
Thank you, Dietrich. So, in summary, heard a little bit about the history, you've heard some about the vision, you've heard about the facility, and you've heard about the new pathway. And as we pull all of this together, let's say once again, thank you to everybody who had a hand in this. But most importantly, for those of you that live in Clayton County, this is for you. So thank you very much. I'm going to ask Mr. Jackson to come up. He's asked to do a second song, and he won't tell me what it is. And after that, we've got, I think, 11 shovels, so there's been a delegation of who. So when Mr. Jackson finishes, if you please join me up here at the shovels for the ceremony, and let you guys get back to your day.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people we're trying to imagine all the people living life in peace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. No, I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Oh, you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one.
All right, so we've identified earlier individuals that will take part of the groundbreaking. I want to do one other thing before we broke away before the actual ceremony groundbreaking. We oftentimes talk about programming, and programming is important, but also programming is often indicative of the people that connect you to the programming. And once this beautiful facility is built, we have to have staff that will partake of operating this space. So I want to take this as an opportunity to thank Mr. Troy Hodges and Parks and Recreation, but more importantly, as you see the blue shirts in the back, those are the individuals that will take part of ensuring that these facilities are ran the proper way. So please give a big round of applause to the Parks and Recreation staff.
Greg and Vicky.
For that first trail. We're doing the runs all the time. Got a bum knee right now. I brought my kids over, but they didn't want to stay for this long. I thought they're going to climb on the truck. They'll come back. Get them up there.
You know this is did everybody look back up here to me? Oh, 3, 1, 2, 5.
Right, exactly.
All right, let's toss a little dirt on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Anyone else want to move some dirt? Come on. It's a public facility.
I tried to keep the kids occupied, but the kids didn't want to stay for the dirt review.
Be sure to get the smile. Let me get this up. Thank you.
Come on, Mr. Lewis. Feels good.
They want to wander in the
And I am a warning. So I've got a company that I used last year. They ended up, I thought they were closed down. They're actually still in operation. I thought they were closed down.
I haven't seen one that's better. We see
All right.
They tell me that, like some.
Look up here and smile. I wish I could. The ownership.
I got to find that out. They're coming. They might age it, but I mean, they're coming. This is John's name. I forgot.
Let me get a picture. Yeah, since y'all. Come around here and let me get a picture. I'll get you. Yes, I'm officially off the clock today. I came this morning. I said, let me support my Parks and Recreation Department.
You're fine. I'm glad you're here. On the clock or off?
Yes, it's off day. Yeah, I had to get up and come on in. It's going to be nice. All right, let me get out this grass. I know that's right.
We can do that.
Maybe that's what
I gotta get a photo on the corner.